Hello, and once again, we are live with the Modern Mystery School UK and EU podcast and YouTube channel. And today we have an extremely special guest. Yes, it is Divina Liza. How are you, Divina Liza?
Hello, Divina Kate. I'm so happy to be with you and your summertime. It's amazing.
I know. Well, I am super excited to have you on today because we are talking about Professional Integration Day. And for those people that do not know, Divina Liza is the co-leader of the Healers Academy in the Western world. She is the CEO of South America MMS. And she is a Kabbalah teacher. She is an international teacher. She does so much over the world, and I know she absolutely loves Professional Integration Day. So I was super excited when you decided that you would, be able to come on and share a little bit about this. So, Divina Liza, can you tell us? Pretend that we don't know anything about Professional Integration Day. Can you tell us what exactly it is?
Yes. And I want to start saying that we always have fun, me and you together, and and the professional integration days that we do around the world. And I want to back up just one step before Professional Integration Day, because it's Professional Integration Day for life activation practitioners. And you do that because you have done Healers Academy, right? And during that 5 days of Healers Academy, so much happens. It's so much transformation, and you just receive so much healing. And the most important, this modality, the life activation, where you're going to reconnect everybody that you meet out there with their true self, their essence, their true essence, so they can start living their purpose, their maximum potential. And so this 5 days in Healers Academy is very, very special. And when we go out there and we start activating, and sometimes we activate a lot, and sometimes there's like some downtime. Um, it's a long time to be away from our family of life activation practitioners. So when we come to the Professional Integration Day after have done the 5 days of Healers Academy, we meet again as a family of life activation practitioners. And it's kind of like our spirit that have been gone out there alone, but together, but like, offering and sharing our light. I feel like it's so good to come together and get a refill and get like a update on the system, because the light is so strong right now, and there's so much happening, and the changes are coming, huge changes, like what we were yesterday we are not anymore today. And when we come together, we get this latest update on the light, on the most pure light that comes from the hierarchy of light in our lineage of the King Solomon lineage. And for one moment, it reminds us, oh, yes, I'm home. And that's what I want for myself. And that's what I want to share with the world. So, this feeling, we cannot get anywhere else. It's only on Professional Integration Day that we get together and immerse in that day of light, healing, getting together as a family, having joy. We get refilled and reminded of what it is that we want to do, and keep doing and sharing our light. So
I,
there's so much that happens, right? I can keep talking.
I love that. And I love that you've just said that, because I love that point where you just said, you can't get this anywhere else. And I actually had goosebumps when you said it, because it's absolutely spot on. If you have been to Healers Academy and understood that transformation and the joy and all the special things that happen, to be able to almost recreate that in one day and have that again to fill, like you were saying, fill yourself up, that it's overflowing, and then to propel you in your life, all that light and everything. I mean, my goodness, why, I wish we had it more often, really, but once a year is in, that power spot that we can go on. So with that in mind, Divina Liza, have you noticed anything, the effects of a professional integration day? Yes, we're coming together, to remind, how each other receive and give the life activation, all that kind of thing. But have you noticed the shifts or anything? Can you talk a little bit about that? Why would people be interested to, in that?
Yes. That's a great question, because we could think like, oh, I'm doing life activations, and maybe I can skip a year and I'm gonna be fine. Well, yeah, of course you can. It's not mandatory, as everybody know, and we say that in Healers Academy. But also, when you come to the Professional Integration Day, like I said, there's so much changes happening, that you're gonna get to know, okay, what's happening in our lineage, what is the latest new classes that are happening, what is old, what is new right now, and maybe receiving and giving a life activation in that temple space is so precious, because you are there flowing with all the life activation practitioners, and you remind and refine, tune to the technique, because you could be doing excellent with your technique, but we can always do better. We can always learn something new and do just a little bit more precise. As you know, me and Divina Kate loves it. And it is just, there's no price to exchange a life activation in that tempo space, and just fine tune with your technique, and come back confident about, yes, I know how to do, I'm flowing exactly how I need to flow during this protocol. And I hear different, because we share what is the testimony, what have you been hearing from your client, and that exchange is so precious, because we listen what's happening in their practice, or what happens with this person that received the life activation, and all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, I had a client that was something similar to that. And we see the power of the lineage, because one of the things that I most love about our lineage is that we learn through experience. We learn living the teachings. And when we come to Professional Integration Day, we are living the teachings in that day. We are experiencing the light, we are experiencing the protocol, we are hearing other life activation practitioners talking about what are their experiences with the life activation. So there's so much that goes on. And one of the things that I heard one day, I don't remember if it was Founder Gurney or Sovereign Epsisystems, that when we come together in the Life Activation Practitioner Day, the Professional Integration Day, we as initiates, we are weaving our energies together, and we are flowing out to the world, building this fabric of creation of the different archetypes that we are. Because as you know, when we are building Shambhala, we are, the things that are not Shambhala are dying, right? And we are awakening each one of our keys, each one of our gifts, each one of our divine expression, and flowing into the world together as initiates. And we can only do if you come, because your key is different than mine, and each one have a different key to weave in that fabric of creation to flow into the world. And that's very powerful magic that happens.
Oh my goodness, it really is. And we talk about Shambhala, and it is, for me, it's what Shambhala looks like, when we all come together, because we're all from different backgrounds, different cultures, different languages, yet we all have this same mission, which is to share the light and to, make the world, a place that we all are proud and we can all live in peace and harmony and all that. And I love that, because that's the microcosm, isn't it? And that macrocosm, it's just there, it's happening. And we in that day, like you say, it's the ripple effect that goes on. It's like, oh my goodness, probably why we get so excited about it, because it's 400 people.
You're on the stage, me and you're like, oh, you're high.
It's
with
so
the magic.
So good. And that is the magic of it. And there's so much magic that happens. And you mentioned, founder Goodney, Sovereign Ipsissimus Dave, and of course Sovereign Ipsissimus Hideto also speak and are present at these events. And so any time that we can get, in the energy of the third order and the lineage holders, they have walked the path. They have, it's so valuable, isn't it?
Yes, they always have so much wisdom to share, and their little, seeds that they plant that we can take with us forever in our path of as initiate. And there is one thing that Founder Goodney said, how he explained the life activation, and I will never forget, and I will share with you right now. That he said the life activation makes a fertile ground for us to be able to plant anything in our lives. And whatever it is, it's going to grow and give fruits. So that's for me, like, I'm never going to forget, because it is, the life activation is the first thing that we offer, because it's preparing the ground. And then anything else that the life of a person is, creating a new project, or, there's a new changing their lives, or growing in their career, or, whatever it is, it's going to be ready for them to plant that seed, and the seed grows. That for me is so amazing.
Oh my goodness. Incredible. And just knowing, you and I always tell the secret. Probably the secret's out if we put it online, but the life activation practitioners are the most important group. Yeah. The most important team in Mystery School Lineage, because they hold the gate open, the door open for anybody that wants to have that fertile ground to have the seeds planted in whatever they want in their life. My goodness, coming together, having that shared ability to be able to do that again. Surrounding yourself with people that are on the same mission, that have the same thought process, is just so powerful in itself, isn't it?
Yes. And obviously meeting everybody and having lots of fun, because it's always a fun day.
It really is. It really is. And nobody ever wants it to end. That's what I have noticed. Yeah. We pack so much into it, and people are just like, okay, let's stay late, even later. And I love that, because it's such a tremendous gathering of wonderful people.
Yeah.
So Divina Liza, we're coming kind of to the end of our time now on this, but as regards to being a professional, we've got this word Professional Integration Day, and as you pointed out, we have one for life activation practitioners, or you could have one if you've attended Healers Week 2 or Guide. So we have these different professional integration days. In terms of what that gives us as a professional in the mystery school term, what does that give us the ability to do or have?
Então, when you come, half Portuguese, half English. So when you come to Professional Integration Day, it is very amazing, because your name is going to be listed on a certified list in our international website. So you're going to be part of this international family of life activation practitioners. So anybody in the whole entire world that are looking for life activation and they go to our international website and they see the names listed, they know that they will receive exactly the same life activation that it's been doing here in Brazil, in London, in South Africa, in Canada, in the US. So wherever you're in Europe, anywhere, it's going to be the same because they have participated in the Professional Integration Day. And we carry this level of standard that it's a professional life activation practitioner to perform that life activation. So that's amazing because it shows that you're part of an international organization that it's everywhere in the world. So it shows the level of professionalism that the school carries, the lineage carries forward, and you're part of this group of professionals. And also, when you attend the life activation, the professional integration day, it keeps the door open for you to keep walking your path and receiving advanced higher teachings from the third order, or you're in your path of initiations if you want to keep moving forward, because that means that you are plugged in to the latest in our lineage, and you are recommitting yourself to the lineage and to your purpose. So the doors are going to be open and you can keep progressing and keep attending, because if you think like, oh, maybe I'm not going to go, but you never know what new class that might shows up. And I can say that in London, in October, there will be amazing class happening, that it's going to be happen only once in the whole world, a new class. Can I say what it is? So Sovereign Ipsissimus Dave is launching a relationship class. Hermetic, I don't know what's the correct name, but it's going to happen now in August in Toronto, and London is going to bring for the first time outside of our international HQ. So I'm so excited for that. So you never know what's going to happen in the next program, because as I said, like the light is flowing so fast, and it's things are moving so fast, and new things are coming up, and the old is staying back. And if you come, the doors are going to be open and you can decide to keep moving forward whenever you want. And you're like, oh my God, I didn't do Professional Integration Day. Wow. So just for the fact that you keep the door open for yourself, that's huge. That's huge.
And can you tell us, sorry, when are the professional integration days? If I, if I live in a certain country, should I, can I go to anywhere, or what's the best way of doing this, Divina Liza?
You can go anywhere in the world. Like if you miss one and there's another one coming up, you can go anywhere. But having said that, we do advise you to keep the flow in your own region, because it makes it easier for you to not miss a couple months. Because, for example, if you've done in Brazil in March, but then there's something and you missed March for some reason, and then you're going to do May in Toronto, then there's like a few months that you're going to be like, oh, I'm not certified. Or the same thing, like if you're from Europe, UK or Europe, and you're October, and for some reason you don't do it in October and you leave to do it in May, you can totally do that. But then there'll be like a few months that you're not going to be certified and something can come up. I don't know. There's too much going on. So we advise you to keep with your region. UK, Europe, it happens in October in London, Toronto, US. They do it in our international HQ in May. South America, Brazil, we do it in March. South Africa, we're doing in October. Earlier, it's September, October, depending on the year. Am I missing anyone? I think that's it. May, September, October, March.
Yeah. Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you for that. That's really helpful. I know a lot of people will like that refresher, like that reminder, and that explanation. So thank you very much for sharing your wisdom. And of course, you know, if you want to join us in October, Divina Liza will
Oh,
be
I think I'm gonna have to go. I love London, and I miss it already.
Yeah, so you can all come, you can see us both. I'm sure there might be, you know, a little bit of music and a little bit of dancing at some point as well. We do like,
Right. You guys heard that. You're gonna have me, remind Divina Kate to take me dancing.
no, I know. See, this is it. And I mean, and everybody is welcome. Just pop to the website, and you're given instructions on how to register. If you're not sure, always talk to your guide, or if you're or your area leader, you know, or email us. Divina Lisa or myself or any of the council, we'll be able to help you and point you in the right direction if you're not 100%. So feel free to reach out and let us know. And thank you so much, Divina Lisa. We've really enjoyed chatting to you today.
Thank you for having me, Divina Kate, and we'll see each other very, very soon.
We will indeed. And goodbye, everybody else. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you all again soon.
Bye.